Sup everyone, it's me, Attacker72 here, and to today's video. So today guys, I'm gonna be discussing something regarding Jump Force, and I'm slowly becoming an anime gaming YouTube channel right now, but I'm kinda slowly getting there. I don't know, I'm just saying things. Anyways, now about a couple weeks ago, I did say that this game was pretty much a decent. I played through it on the Nintendo Switch, and then I did my live stream on it, but then I canceled it due to pretty much technical issues. Then I reviewed the game, and I did say the game was decent enough to be a good arena fighting game. It's not the best or an amazing fighting game, it's just decent at least. But for those who pretty much don't know about this, because you pretty much don't care about tier lists or pretty much the game itself, or even, like, I don't know, were aware about this because you're just enjoying this game, having a good time. This game gets a lot of hate, and there really was a reason why this game gets so much hate. And so today, I'm just gonna, like, talk about why the game was trash. And before I talked about this, I am not making this video because I think Jump Force is trash. I'm making this video because, like I said, the game is decent at least. And pretty much, like I said, the game is decent. The game is not that bad, but there are some people who think this is trash, and sometimes I have to agree with them because what they said pretty much have some valid points. But that's kind of one of the, like, first things I got to say. The second thing I wanted to say before I get to this whole discussion is that they announced the latest DLC character for Season 2 of Jump Force, is that Bandai Namco announced that Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho will be joining this fall of 2020. That's right, this came out of nowhere. Like Bandai straight up just foreshadowed and, like, shadow dropped, like, I don't know, Hiei out of nowhere. And I'm currently watching Yu Yu Hakusho right now, and to see what makes this character good. And let's be honest, Hiei should have been from the very beginning. There were only two Yu Yu Hakusho characters, being Yusuke and Toguro, the younger brother, and seeing that Hiei isn't in the game from the beginning really confuses me. But anyways, this is pretty much his model right now, and it looks really neat and cool, so I'm really excited to play this character. But if you guys want to know the release date, like I said, this character will be coming on fall 2020 alongside with Mirorum from Hunter x Hunter, while us Nintendo Switch owners is gonna be waiting until next year for these two characters. We recently just got Shoto Todoroki on here, and now we have to wait till next year. And to keep in mind, this is only for Switch owners only. So yeah, so it's cool to see Hiei get announced. So I was wondering what the Bleach and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character could be, but let's find out. And now let's get to the real discussion about this. So guys, Jump Force. The reason why people call this game trash and why it was hated a lot, because 2 years ago at E3 2018, when this game was announced, a lot of people were so excited because we found another arena fighting game featuring crossovers of another anime crossover game, and honestly, was really exciting. And as time went on, there has been a lot of, like, trailers of introducing new characters, what they have in store for us, especially giving out a new avatar for this game. And this game was also supposed to be celebrating Shonen Jump's 50th anniversary right now. And seeing of how excited it was, fans were just really excited to see another anime crossover game. But when this game came out, people got a lot of disappointment. And there is a reason why. Because the game itself felt rushed, and I do have to agree myself. The game itself, like the gameplay, let's talk about the first thing, the gameplay. The gameplay is not that bad. You pretty much just do your punches, and then you just, like, spam, like, either like the square or, like, Y button, depending on what console you're using, or any console, I don't know, but still, it is just a simple fighting game where you pretty much just spam, like, the square button. And then you do some of their special moves by simply pressing the ZR and then pressing, like, the four main buttons is to, like, activate their special moves. And then they activate their awakenings or ultimates or whatever you want to call the special moves, like their finishing moves or something. And it's a very simple gameplay, like, fighting game. It's a very simple arena fighting game. And the other thing I want to mention was that the story mode. Yes, there is a story mode. And the story mode, when the game came out, the story mode was already gaining some hate because the game, it felt like a superhero movie all of a sudden. It felt like Marvel superheroes all over again. It's just simply because the game only lasts for 9 chapters, and that's kind of really it. The game itself, and even the character models. Now, don't get me wrong, the character models are cool. I just find them so lifeless, which is another reason why this game was so hated, because the characters are amazing, like crossovers of One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like Fist of the North Star, so many, and etc. But the characters just felt so lifeless. You just simply go through the story by just going, like, read some dialogue, then you like do a mission, then after that you read some more dialogue, then you do a loading screen that takes at least like a minute, like 30 seconds for it to like load, and then after that, then you pretty much read some more dialogue, then you do another mission, rinse and repeat. The story mode itself is very, very simple. And feels kind of cliche now that I think about it. Now, it's cool to see villains like, I don't know, Kane, and I forgot what the other characters, like the other villains are, but it doesn't matter because those characters were just nothing but forgotten and just scrapped characters that I feel like I don't even want to talk about. And now for like the biggest one, the online functionality, and also the ranked matches. Ranked matches, now this game at first didn't even had a rematch option. That's right, you heard it guys. When the game first released, there was no rematch option. But when the DLC came out, when Bakugo and Majin Buu DLC came out, they finally added the rematch option. But the thing is, it is now in ranked matches, which means you can pretty much farm ranked matches now if you have since they added the rematch option. I mean, that's not what everyone wanted. The only time we would actually want rematch options was either the online functionality. And speaking of online, the online is felt laggy. The game itself is laggy. Plus, the game runs on 30 FPS, which is somewhat weird considering the fact that this game looks pretty realistic now that I think about it. And whenever you pretty much do an online, and even if the rematch option is still there, even if it was added, people still refuse to either do a rematch against the player after they lose a match, what was the point of rematch option if they were never gonna do a rematch with the same opponent because they don't want to lose again? And those are one of the biggest flaws that I pretty much seen of why this game was trash. And sometimes, like I said, I have to agree. So that was kind of the first part of it. The other part was that the character selection. Now, don't get me wrong, this game has over 50 characters, and they're still currently adding a lot of DLC characters, which is really surprising. The thing is that the characters itself really doesn't feel right, because J-Stars, for those who don't know, J-Stars is another arena fighting game published by the same company, Bandai Namco. And the thing is, that game had more characters and had such a diversity of other anime shows, such as Haikyuu. They straight up added a character from a sports anime. Then they added Koro Sensei from Assassination Classroom, Gintoki from Gintama. We also got Medeka from Medeka Box. And we also got, they also added Jonathan and Joseph Joestar from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And this was before, I think. This game came, J-Stars came out on 2014, and I think this was either before or after Part 3 came out. But anyways, those characters aren't even in Jump Force, and it's kind of underwhelming to see because those characters are part of the Shonen Jump series. And not only that, Kusuo Saiki from Psyche K, who cannot forget that. They straight up added, a psychic that is somehow overpowered. And then they added, some weird kid with that, wears leather pants, I don't, leopard, underwear or something like that. I don't know, but really, that game itself had more of a character diversity itself. And really, I liked that. And it's kind of, and that, like I said, the characters itself are so amazing. But the base roster is just weird because the DLC, like I said in my review video, most of the DLC you see should have been from the very beginning. Like Bakugo, Shoto Todoroki, Trafalgar Law, Seto Kaiba, Madara, all these characters should have been from the very beginning of the game. Especially Meruem and Hiei. Like, those characters itself wouldn't been from the very beginning. But it seems that it's really, honestly, it's kind of confusing. So, that's just pretty much the entire discussion. Now, the reason why, now don't get me wrong, like I said from the very beginning, I'm not hating on this game. It's just there's a lot of people that has reasons of why the game itself was trash. But look guys, there is a reason why I bought this game. Like 1, I like fighting games. 2, I like anime. 3, I pretty much like video games and I just want to add it for my library. And 4, I just want to support Jump Force. Even of how much the hate it pretty much gotten, I still want to support the game because if they're still gonna sell more DLC because Bandai and Spike Chunsoft is still making DLC for this game, then I feel like I just want to support this game more until all of a sudden they stop making DLC characters and then none of it even matters anymore and then Jump Force is kind of officially over. So, with all that out of the way, guys, let me know what you guys think. Do you pretty much think Jump Force is a decent game? And what do you kind of guys think of this? Do you pretty much, honestly, do you guys kind of understand what I'm trying to say here? Like I said, it's a decent game at least. It's not that great or amazing. It's just decent. So I just want you guys to leave in your thoughts down below. So leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember this, once a legend, always a legend.